Jesus' words are exactly the same as they are written in the Bible, and everyone around
Amen.
him is the
Let's
same. The
go.
further away you get from Jesus, we have to take some creative liberty and putting on some backstory here and there. For example, on Uncle Baruch, which is the paralytic man, he's only described with one sentence in the Bible, so we assume and talk to biblical scholars and archaeologists to understand what could be his backstory. So there we put some additional things, but the game is non-denominational, and it's basically our goal is to just take you into the book of the Bible and tell that as clean and clear as possible. But yeah, I understand that question is coming up, and I think the only way to for people to they have to evaluate themselves, and that is also what we say. I mean, even if you're a believer or a non-believer, try it. Go back in time and then experience it yourself before you judge Christianity and the Bible. Experience yourself with your own eyes and see this piece of history. I mean, we have a very historical approach as well because we work with archaeologists. We have
I
a
can't.
person on the team
I
that is actually
can't.
going down there every year and excavating different parts of the Holy Land. So we get his comments on everything we make and also evaluate things with him so that it gets historically accurate, which is super important for us. I don't know if that answered your question, but that's that's the
Yeah,
approach.
thank you. That was super. Thank you. I think that was great. Absolutely fantastic answer. We got another question from Susie. If you want to ask your second question.
Oh, let me scroll up. So many now. Let me see. Yes. Could you put into words the experience you're hoping to like for the player to have, from the gameplay to the music, the emotions of seeing the
Mm,
story? What are you hoping people will feel and experience when they play your game?
I mean, I heard some of the viewers and some of them watching now. They
thank you.
at least almost cried. Did you cry
Oh,
during
I
the
cried,
cutscene
dude.
at the end?
Yeah, I
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, I
Last
definitely
that
cried.
last bit,
I definitely cried. Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
so
I mean,
powerful
yeah.
to see that. You know, like that's
Moquitos
really cool.
everywhere.
that is what we want people to get emotional and touched by the story and I mean if you read the Bible that is I mean it's the most powerful book and
Amen.
it's we don't want to replace that
Of
definitely
course.
but we also believe that the younger audience they will also later on when they are inspired to read the Bible by the game they will when they read the words they will actually be able to put some images on it and actually connect it to real people and also understand more of the context that the Bible was written in so that they can understand when Jesus used all the parables you can see that all of the parables is actually taken from the local locations and areas and situations around Capernaum and Galilee because it was a lot of fishing going on there, a lot of farmers and about the seeds and the soils and all of that. It's basically because he actually walked on these streets and these roads between the small towns in Upper Galilee. So we're trying to bring forward a world that makes sense to people,
Yeah.
so that they also then can, yeah, get to know and be emotionally attached to these people. And then when you actually get to the conclusions of the different missions, you start to cry.
Yeah. And I know you
Mm.
said you're obviously not looking to replace the Bible, which is obviously amazing, but for
Oh yeah,
millions of people around the world, they would never pick up a Bible and read it, but they would pick up
exactly,
that game and play it.
exactly. And hopefully pick up the Bible after they play the game.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
would be amazing.
It's a starting point, which is beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Draka bro, did you want to ask your question about multiplayer?
Oh, yeah. So someone in chat wanted to know if you will have multiplayer co-op in the game.
Yeah, it's the game is a single player experience, but we had a future that was like the first development. The game started out. Um, we were developing Bible exploration experience for a huge international youth group. That was a mix of both gamers and other people for youth between 13 and 20 years. And so we made an experience where they gathered in group, and one person was playing on the PC, and the rest was sitting behind as backseat gamers, interacting with the game on their phone. So we want to bring that future also to this game, but it depends on the resources we have. But the main game is definitely a single player experience. But I mean, we dream about something where you can actually collaborate in the future, though. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it gonna be like you do a quest to unlock multiplayer type of feel?
No, not at the
No.
moment.
Okay.
It's kind of neat though. Thinking about the future and like future possibilities depending on how the game does, I think is that's a really
Oh yeah.
really powerful thing. Uh, X Saber, you had your question answered by Arvin chat, but I want you to give the opportunity for everybody here to hear it. If you don't mind, go ahead and ask that again.
Which one? I asked two.
We'll start with the first one, just talking about Unreal Engine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you said you had were using Unreal Engine. I was just curious as to during your time of using it to create the stuff for the game, if there were any features for her working with it that popped out as like being super easy and I guess not so easy, but like really beneficial, and then if there were any that were just really difficult to use coming from a developer standpoint.
I mean, Unreal Engine is a very well developed engine, and they are maybe most ahead on developing their technology. So, I mean, all the graphic features are super neat, and the open world feature, like the world partition systems and so on, is super great, and lighting is very good in Unreal Engine. But I mean, it doesn't matter if you have these tools because you need people to use them. So, I mean, it's a lot of effort put into it, creating it like this, and we have, as I said, people with experience from Red Dead Redemption and Assassin's Creed, especially in the art team. We have a lot of people working that has been working on several Assassin's Creed games. So I mean, it takes skills and experience to create amazing games. I can't remember anything that was super bad about using Unreal Engine, to be honest. We're super happy about choosing Unreal Engine because yeah, it's. I mean, there's bugs and problems everywhere, but you will never create a game without uh,
Right.
going through that.
Yeah, everybody's seen the recent issues that Borderlands had with their launch, right? There were some issues surrounding performance
Yeah,
and optimization, but
yeah.
I'm sure that you guys are aware of that and are working on that. And
Oh yeah, and that is always a balance between like every. I mean, the question we get the most is when will the game come out, and I will just say now that we cannot answer that because we don't have a date yet
Mm-hmm.
uh,
I figured.
that we
It's still
give out to the
relatively not
public.
early, but
But I mean that
there's a
there's always
lot
a
that
balance
they still
because
need to
we don't
do.
want to release the game before it is optimized and working and it's a good experience for the players. But there's also a lot of pressure on releasing. So I mean, I guess a lot of developers are facing that hard balance.
sure, absolutely. Mama Brickbuilds had a great question from chat. If you have a chance, I'd love for you to read that.
Yeah.
Mama Brickbuilds, whenever you get a chance.
Alrighty. I'm trying to find it as well, scrolling.
It's all good. I can read it for you if you have trouble finding it. No big deal.
I got it. A big problem with games and player complaint seems like eventually it comes down to travel time to and from quests and travel times in general. So if it's going to be a walk everywhere on quests, that will be tough unless there's something to do wherever you walk to. And then they're wondering if there were going to be mounts to ride.
Yeah. Good question. I mean, we call our own version of open world as like a semi open world game, which means it is open world, but it's also smaller islands. So we have the Capernaum Island, and we have some concept art that we'll show pretty soon. Maybe you can prepare that, Andy. That
It's ready to
shows
go.
you some of the other islands we have. So you're not traveling between those because that is long distance, but inside those smaller areas you can travel if we will have like vehicles or mantle or not, I cannot answer at the moment. But yeah, we will. The challenge is definitely a challenge for open world games, and we will fill the world with interesting activities and things to do for the player as they're traversing around.
And Garba, I'm going to jump in because I do have a hard stop at 4, so I need to drop off soon, and I do want to be able to show those cool art shots we've
Absolutely.
got. So do we want to jump
Absolutely.
into that real
Let's
quick?
yeah, let's do that since you've
Okay,
got a
let's do
hard
that real quick.
stop.
Yeah, I
100%.
apologize
Quick
for that.
pivot. No, you're good. You're good, Andy. Thank you for calling that out. We're excited about all of this.
So these are just very fresh, and while showing you, this is the location of Ghana. This is not, I mean, it looks like if you went in here and played, it's not optimized at all. This is concept art, where we are exploring the style and the how we will build the different levels and locations. And this is Ghana, which is more famous for being the location for the first miracle that Jesus did,
Oh,
which
water
is
the wine of the
turning water into
wedding.
wine. And you can see there is some wine districts or wine, what do you call them, wine yards here up on the hill. And yeah, so this is one of the other levels, one of the other small open world islands. And if you go to the next one, this is further south in Israel, down by the north side of the Dead Sea and the Jordan River, and also the famous place where the Israelites walked into the Holy Land for the first time. That later became the site where Jesus was actually baptized by John the Baptist. So this is where the wilderness, where this, yeah, many people see him like more of like a crazy
That's
guy
so
living out
freaking
of
cool.
the eating locusts and living in the nature, John the Baptist. So in this area, we will make his camp and other interesting point of interests as well. Yeah, so this is a further up view of Jordan River, which is running all the way from Capernaum, which we saw earlier, and down to the Dead Sea. And I mean, this world is filled with interesting Bible events. So we will fill this world with a lot of those experiences and encounters. And this is some fresh looks at some other types of looking Eon worlds, basically. And you can go to the next as well. I believe is, yeah, the same type. So this is this world is contrasting the more historical, accurate ancient worlds with more creative and yeah, corrupted worlds that tells another story.
Dude, that last
Absolutely
shot there.
stunning.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. Man.
I'm
Very
beyond
neat.
excited. Oh, I'm so giddy.
That's
And
cool too.
on
Yeah.
I'm
that note,
so
guys,
excited too.
I am
Andy,
going to
thank you
drop.
for your time.
You guys keep
Thank you
going.
so much.
I really appreciate you guys having us.
Thank
This was a
you.
lot of fun. Sorry for
Yes.
those few tech things. I got to figure out what happened there.
No,
But
you're good.
hope everyone has a great weekend.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
blessed
You
Thank you
day.
too.
so
You did
much.
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
And obviously, I want to be respectful of our Eunice, Chad, all yours time too. If you any of you guys have a hard stop coming up, let us know. But we've got some awesome questions to get through also.
Yeah, let them come.
All right.
I have time.
Banana is a Hannah. You have your questions up next. I tagged you.
Hello. I was wondering, like how much of Jesus's ministry is Max going to get to experience, and like, would we be able to lurk kind of behind the scenes in some of his sermons or miracles?
Yeah, I mean, most of this is kind of actually behind the scenes in a way. I mean, everything you do until, I mean, you saw the cutscene there at the end. Uh, Everything up until then is kind of lurking behind the scenes and investigating what people, talking to people, what they actually think about this new crazy guy that actually heals people and claims to be the Son of God. And you get to experience how people actually reacted when such things happened back then. So we are yeah, basically taking you into the behind the scenes of everything that happened. And our goal was to create every event described in the Bible throughout the different games we're creating. We are creating the first game now, and that includes, I can't remember exactly how many, but maybe 20 to 30 events. Some of them will be like displayed in more detail. Some of them you can hear about from talking to people. Some of them you can read about finding evidences that you scan. So there are different like immersion of how you will experience them, but we try to include as many as possible.
That's awesome. Just for the sake of clarity and just kind of going through these, I'm going to read the name of the creator that asked the question. I'm going to ask the question, and then if you guys have follow-on comments to Arv's answer, feel free to unmute and just kind of pipe up. So the next one is, we got one from Drakabro that wants to know if it teaches you about the events in the order that the scriptures talk about. Is it like a history lesson with a fun take on sneaking around, or are we going to be jumping around as we're going through the timeline?
It is mostly chronological, or almost only chronological. Sometimes we have to do a little bit creative liberty there, but you're basically following the chronology of the Gospels, so that you start when Jesus, early in Jesus' ministry, when he's baptized by Jesus, and then you follow out from there basically.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Mama of Three Dinos, views were asking, says her chat was asking, what inspired you and the team to develop this? What was the journey like while working on this game?
It was basically, that's super simple. It is the amount of people reading the Bible was is being less and less, and we basically understood that. I mean, when the Bible was when the book press was invented, that opened up for everyone to actually read the Bible, and we kind of see this in say a similar way, that if we gaming is one of the biggest mediums out there. It's bigger than the gaming industry is bigger than the movie and music industry combined.
100%.
So if we don't make the Bible available in a gaming format, then young people might never read it or hear about the Bible.
Facts.
So that
Absolutely.
is the core motivation.
It's such a neat,
Praise
and
God.
this is just like a personal add-on. And Mama of Three Dinos, if you have anything to add, by all means, please do. But somebody in my chat mentioned Adventures in Odyssey, and that was really impactful for me as a kid. It was a
Yeah.
radio show
I remember
that kind of
that.
took
Oh
you
my
through
gosh.
scripture. And so this is that kind of for the modern generation. Like it's
I
such a neat
loved
thing.
Adventures in Odyssey.
Me
I
too.
went to the
Yeah.
It was
museum in
awesome.
Colorado. It's so cool.
It's really, really neat. Really, really powerful. Pastor Susie asks, do you guys have a target age for this game, and what age do you think children could play and comprehend?
So our core target audience is 15 years old, and before people go to college, we want to make them able to travel when they're studying with this in their luggage. I mean, their Bible experience from the game. Um, we are aiming towards a 12-year-old like age limit. But we also see when that said, we see that the audience actually interested in this is far bigger. I mean, the main group that interacts with all our media and so on is between, I believe, 25 and 35 or something like that.
Sure.
So, yeah, but we're aiming to make it so that younger generation can actually understand it and grasp it and also have fun with it.
That's awesome. Then Pastor Susie's next question, he also wants to know, are you building a replayable gameplay loop, or is this meant to be just a single shot, like a one shot? Is it like an ongoing D&D campaign, or are we just doing a sit down, play through it once, and you've done everything?
I mean, you can, if we will have additional content, we don't know yet. I hope we will, but it depends. We're focusing, putting all our resources in to make a successful first release. But we're also making that release with some. I mean, you can choose different in dialogues. You can take some different approaches here and there. So you could play it again, definitely. But I mean, it is yeah, it is one experience at the first stage, basically.
Awesome. Awesome. Very, very cool. Estrella asked, what is the creator's relationship with Judaism that he was inspired to focus on that aspect of the Christian game? And I think this was talking about the zealots and bringing that portion of that history into the experience.
Yeah, and I have a person in chat that asked that who is a resident in Israel and is like a very active Jewish person. So
That's really
that
cool.
question's from him.
I mean, Jesus himself were Jewish, and we just want to acknowledge history and basically bring forward the real version of history. And we are in a Jewish land, and we want to be respectful to the to to Judaism and basically just tell the story how it is and how it is described in the Bible. So we are referring to the Old Testament a lot of time. We are talking to, as you said, I mean, the the history around the Sicaris and the Zealots are super interesting and fascinating and fits perfectly into a video game. So yeah, we want to have the different facets of this, the culture, the political spectrum, the I mean, if you go to the temple in Jerusalem, that was what we explored first, and it will be part of the game in later chapters. But I mean, that is the temple is huge, huge. The Jewish temple, like the second temple, Herod's temple, is a extremely fascinating and important place for both Jews, but also for like the cultural, economical, political aspect of the ancient land of Israel. So we basically want to try as much as we can to bring forward that world, basically, so that you can live
Yeah,
in
you're
this world and
fleshing it
experience.
out, right? There's
Exactly.
so much to the actual world that is, part of that history, part of that section of history that's important to
Yeah.
explore and can
Yeah.
just be so educational. It's really, really neat.
Yeah.
That's awesome. This is a question that Drakabro asked, and I think got asked again. So I'm going to ask it here. I'm going to give Drakabro credit. And then I think P. Tony also asked this. What translation or translations do you use for the words of Jesus and others? And what made you want to use those specific translations?
Yeah. So we want to use those that are most commonly read and kind of approved by most Christians. So we use at the core we use New King James Version, but the writing style in that is a bit old. So we use similar translations that are very similar, but use a more modern language, so that we can actually what Jesus said can almost just be copy and paste into the script for the voice actors of Jesus.
That's awesome. Very, very good. And Petoni, if you guys and again, if you guys have anything, feel free to jump in, just unmute and pipe up if you have any follow-on questions. I'm just like I said, for the sake of time and just trying to go through, make sure we get everybody's words covered. Feel free to pipe up. Okamura had an amazing question. It says, when writing the story of Gate Zero, where do you get your research and inspiration from? Is it just from the Bible, or do you also use other sources? You mentioned archaeologists. Are there any other inspirations, and could you tell us a little bit about that?
Other inspirations than archaeology, is that?
Correct. That was what was in
Yes.
the question. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we are building upon first and foremost what is written in the Bible, and then archaeology and all sorts of different archaeology sources. And we are also, of course, inspired by other games, all sorts of other games. But yeah, the main resources for the world we're building is for example, for our team, they have collaborated with archaeologists and historians, and they build their understanding on that, and they further then develop. I mean, we cannot create everything one to one how an archaeologist would build it, because it doesn't fit like a gamified version of it. So everything is built upon that.
Thank you. That's really cool.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Lunithist asked what I think this is a really cool question. Is there a possible opportunity for us to play as biblical characters like the disciples that would help Max, or is it just Max that we're playing as?
We're just playing as Max, but he's interacting a lot with the different other characters.
Awesome. And then my favorite question that's been asked so far, this is from Okamira's chat. Will there be stray animals that we can pet or give snacks to as part of being a good Samaritan to others?
Please, hidden
Maybe.
goal, a hidden what's that thing that Steen does? Where you do it
Little Easter egg. Yeah,
a little task, like you get an achievement. You get an achievement for befriending animals or something like that.
Yeah, there will definitely be Easter eggs, but I cannot say what those will be. But yeah.
There you go. I like the fishing question earlier too, because it just, oh man, I don't know, something about fishing in
It
video
leaves
games.
us curious.
I mean,
Fishing video games are the best.
We get inspired by these feedbacks, so let them come. That is really good.
Will there be hunting?
Not at the moment, but personally, I dream about that as well.
Or like foraging and stuff like that, right?
There you go.
Yeah, foraging.
We have crafting and upgrades at least. So if hunting will go into that depends on resources, which is a very boring answer, but it's the truth.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Bananas and Hannah asked from her chat, will there be a distinct ending to the game? Or are you planning to leave it like explorable after completing the main storyline? Which is, it's a great like open world question. There's a lot of open world games have this point of no return, right? Where something that you do forever like sets you on the path towards the ending of the game. And then if you want to go back and explore, you can go back and explore from that point, but then you have to go basically back in time. So is there a definitive ending and you can explore after, or is it going to be something more like that? Which is,
yeah, I'm not able to answer that in details right
Totally
now.
fair.
It is a bit too early to say, but I mean, exploration is important for us, so we at least want the player to explore as much as possible, and there is side quests in the game as well. So
can I pet that dog?
Exactly when they will be available throughout the main story, I'm not sure, but at least we wanna make people able to explore.
This is another great chat question. Are there any secret little biblical Easter eggs hidden throughout the story? We saw scrolls and some collectibles and things. Like, will that be?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
And many.
I have one asking, will we be able to bring artifacts from the present to the past and vice versa to preserve the history and truth of the word?
That's cool. That's a cool question.
I mean, when you're scanning them and sending in them to the future, you're kind of doing that. Not the opposite way though, but the whole narrative and the whole objective is to basically bring the past back to the future and give that understanding and the real version of history to the population living in the future.
Amazing. Aristrella had a large list of questions.
It was combined with chat, so I was just compiling them.
So, well, I was gonna say, if you want to just take those and go for a bit, you can ask away. I don't know how many of these have already been answered, so go for it.
Alrighty, so what was the hardest hurdle in developing the gameplay within Unreal Engine 5?
I mean, in general, it is hard to develop gameplay, but that is not because of Unreal Engine 5. That is mostly because of making games is not easy at all. So Unreal Engine 5 has just been a great opportunity, because there's also most of, or at least a lot of developers these days know Unreal Engine, so it has been beneficial to use Unreal Engine, because people can easily jump into to the project.
Almost plug and play.
I mean, kind of, yeah, because so many developers knows it already. But the hard thing is the actual making fun mechanics and so on.
Awesome.
despite of which engine you use.
And then is there going to be a cross-platform save data function in any capacity? So if there is a plan for console/PC release, is there a way to play like on a Stream Deck or play remotely, stuff like that?
That is very detailed. I would love to say yes, but I don't want to promise if there are technical issues when we come to that point in development that will make us not able to do it. But if it's not, I mean, if it's possible, 100% yes. I mean, it's important, and the game will be on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Oh, awesome. And then I'm just gonna kind of cut through other questions for brevity's sake. What's the process for the sound design for the tech that you guys virtually invented?
You mean the Eon time technology?
Yeah, like all the sound effects for when you do the beam, or if you're
Oh
scanning,
yeah.
or anything that's unique to the technology in your game. Like, how did you conceptualize the sound design?
Yeah, that is a question for our audio the sound designers, but I mean they have their inspiration and they have their I mean they a lot of there's a lot of inspiration to draw from other games about this, but in general our sound design is based upon ancient sounds, ancient musical instruments,
That's cool.
um, and so on. So there might also be some inspiration in these more time travel worlds, Eon worlds, that is also based on that.
That's awesome. And then I got two more for you if that's okay. Um,
Yeah, of course.
it came up in chat where is there an opportunity to explore the game and achieve an alternate/untrue ending, or is
Mm.
it limited to a singular timeline of the game
I mean,
itself?
yeah, there's two stories in the game. It's the biblical story, and then there's Max, the player's story. And the biblical story is kind of we know the ending, and we will not change that at all. But how Max experienced it and how his story will end is not set, and there can be potentially be some alternatives to that and how that develops.
Oh, that'd be awesome to see Max get baptized, to go from an unbelieving person to a believer and getting dipped in the water. That'd be so cool. That came up in
Yeah, I
my
mean
chat too.
he has his own development throughout the game where he goes
Yeah.
from not caring at all about the Bible to understanding that this is important for some people to actually maybe think it is a little bit interesting himself, and yeah, further on from there.
Yeah, and my last question is, as a youth leader, I love the idea of using the video game to teach the kids that I lead. So would it be realistic for there to be a dedicated teaching devotional kit type approach to talking about this game?
I mean, that was how the project started. It changed a little bit to more towards single player experience because that is the way most players will play it. Uh, we make, for example, a journal or codex where you can replay different sections of the game and use them more, as you said. But yeah, based on the success on the first release, we might be able to create additional features that fits onto those scenarios. And I would love to do that, but I cannot promise that exactly right now, other than the things we actually have in the game already.
I
Oh,
do
sure.
actually want to
Thank you.
piggyback on that last question, Aristrella, because not only did Aristrella ask that question, Pastor Susie has a question from Miss Snow White in chat asking about if the game would include footnotes or a Bible study kind of deep dive. And I had somebody in my chat, Prepony, ask if there would be something in the game where you can gain access to faith formation tools like a daily devotion app or like Bible
Faith
app or
formation is peak. Anyway.
yeah, it feels like there's a real natural intersection there, and I'm sure whether that's YouVersion Bible app or some sort of companion guide that, I think about youth pastors, I think about people
I
that
was thinking that
we could
too.
rally
Yeah.
behind this.
Yeah.
There's so much opportunity, I think, there for it to be kind of a natural intersection between Gate Zero and having some supplementary tools, and for the fact that it wasn't just Aristrella that asked it, but we had a question from Susie's chat and from my chat. there's definitely something there, and
Yeah.
not that you need to
Yeah.
promise anything now, but just a feedback note to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think
something
it
to
would
put
be
in the
cool
back pocket.
if there was like a Bible reading plan that you could read alongside it too.
Yeah, I mean, you're preaching to the choir here.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
would love to
Preach
do
it
that
to the
myself. We actually
choir.
have a reading
Can I get
plan
the
out
mic a
on the
little
Bible
higher? Anyway.
Yours and Bible.com app about the temple that is based on the game, with some cutscenes and material from the game that you can explore. It's called Explore the Epic Temple in Jerusalem. Just look it
Awesome.
up. Reading plan.
Very cool.
But yeah,
Very
I
cool.
like
There was a lot of
all
excitement
that
around
you
that,
said.
and I wanted to make sure we honed in on that a little bit because I was just like,
Yeah.
man, that's neat to see that the people
Yeah.
rallying around that right away. This is kind of a silly one, fun one from Dracobro's chat. It says, are you going to add an Easter egg where if you get too close to Jesus as he's speaking his sermon, causing Max to be thrown back to a checkpoint?
Please, that'd be so funny.
Don't break history, bro.
No, bro, I want Jesus to side eye me and go, you're not supposed to be here yet.
Yeah.
It's not
I
your
mean,
time.
There were people touching Jesus' garments and they got healed, so maybe Max has a similar experience. I don't know.
That would be funny. That's
But we
amazing.
would like to create Jericho and the ability to, if you actually walk around the walls of Jericho 7 times, everything falls down.
Please, that's so
I mean, there
based.
are
That's awesome.
ideas like that.
That would be
I
awesome.
cannot promise that, but we're dreaming about Easter eggs like that.
Yeah, I have somebody actually saying, "Is there any encounters with Jesus in Max's future timeline?"
Ooh.
Oh my
I
gosh.
saw that eyebrow
Yeah.
raise.
Because I was like, "Oh, that's a good one."
That's a
idea.
spicy question.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Someone is asking, have you or your team felt any spiritual growth while working on this game?
Oh yeah, I mean, interacting with the Bible every day, it is. I mean, you get kind of used to it, but it's also extremely, what do you say, important to be humble, and you learn. If you aren't humble about this and in the right, I mean, it is the parable of the about the different soils and the seeds that fell into the soil, and the soil where it actually grew up and had some fruits, where the soil that was the last one that was deep, and that was like a humble and poor heart and poor in spirit, where you actually don't think you have the solution to everything. You need help. You're basically humble in yourself. That
Yeah.
is where you can get help
Oh.
and make success in this, and also in your personal life. So that is extremely important to the whole team. Hard work and be humble.
I think that's
so cool.
actually I had a question and I was looking for a natural spot to kind of ask it, but the question that I have is for you and for your team. How do you guys find rest and avoid crunch? Like what are some good habits that you guys have to make sure that rest is part of your routine to keep that creative energy fresh?
That's a too hard question to answer. No, I mean, we have Andy that was in here earlier, and we have 2 more producers that helps organize the team. That is, I mean, that is the most important thing, to organize everything in a good way. And we talked about this recently. We have our whole team is more than um, more than average interested and bought into this. So they would do whatever they can to make this happen. That could be like something that makes us organize less and kind of don't care that much about organizing everything. So it's a good experience developing it. But I would say opposite is like it's a good baseline to have that perfect situation where everybody is
Absolutely.
super interesting in doing it. And then if we organize everything well, on top of that, we also get much further and can make a much greater game for the kingdom, and we can also not have that much of crunch. But we actually did some crunch this summer, to be honest. But
Yeah. It's you know it's
That's life.
unavoidable in a lot of
Yeah,
ways, but yeah, it's definitely important to have those habits.
it's a good
I like
question.
this. I like this question from Susie. Will the creatures from the future only attack Max, or will other NPCs also be attacked by these creatures?
Um, yeah, I cannot talk about that at the moment, to be honest.
Totally
We will
fair.
have
Totally
more.
fair.
We will
What
have
about what about
more about
boss
that in the future.
encounters? Any boss encounters in the game, such as like those time wolves with bigger and scarier mechanics to dodge, so on and so
Max
forth.
just crashes
That
out and
also
causes
belongs to a
Jericho to fall. I
part of
just
the
saw
game I
that. That's
don't talk about yet.
hilarious.
Sure,
But
totally fair.
they smile now if you see. So
Yeah, yeah,
that is the
absolutely, absolutely. Pete Tony had a great question. Asked, "Are we concerned about people modding this game at all?" This is from
no.
Pete Tony's chat.
No, we're not concerned about that. I'm not sure if
Good.
we even will be open up for that. I don't think so.
And this question from X Saber is asking, "How do you optimize performance while also making sure quality doesn't get sacrificed?"
That is a very well-known workflow that every developer uses, which is basically be super thorough in every step of development. We have built out very strict rules for all the art we make, and also how that is put into the engine. So, and if you have, I mean, if that basically comes down to having experienced artist, for example, that has the ability to create amazing looking art in a very efficient and optimized way. So
Sure.
I wish I had some of the art team and the tech art people here to answer that, but yeah,
Ideas
that's
for a
my
future event. You know,
yeah
maybe we can have another session down the road.
yeah.
That's awesome. Okamira had a great question, and this is actually really relevant to me as someone who has there's a really awesome dude in my community that is blind in one eye, so he's got some
Oh yeah.
trouble navigating and things. So
Yeah.
yeah, will there be a form of objective reminders or path navigation system to help those who are directionally challenged, or will there be a colorblind mode for the game?
Yeah, pretty much anything for people who are challenged.
Yeah, like
I mean, we
accessibility
will.
features.
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot speak to every details about the accessibility features for the game, but in general, accessibility is important, and we want to follow the principles of other games there to make it able to be played by as many people as possible. But the exact details I cannot talk about yet because we haven't come that far basically.
Sure, totally fair. Webby Pumpkins chat wants to know. We mentioned obviously PC, Xbox, PlayStation. What about Switch?
That's a good question. We have confirmed Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. We dream about other consoles, but we cannot confirm that yet.
Sure, totally fair. Totally fair. All right, let's see here. X Saber wants to know, what is a design choice that you specifically are particularly proud of that most players might not notice?
I mean the whole. I mean, very proud of something we haven't showed you yet, which I cannot talk
Sure,
about.
absolutely, that's fair. No, that's awesome because it's just like,
And
man, the
I
great,
don't
the
know why
best
I'm
is
not
yet to
Understandable.
talking
come.
out loud. Yo, Jack,
but
what's up?
I also proud
Get in
about
here, dude. We're
the
talking about Bible
evidence
Gates
things and how
Project or
that
Bible
kind of
Zero's.
connects to
Wait,
the different
Bible
parts of
X's
the game.
Project Gate Zero.
And the
Ah,
whole
I'm so
thing
excited.
that
I'm so
I mean
thrilled.
the whole
It's an
mechanics
amazing
around
project, and we're really
Max
like
is actually
at
going
the
back
end of the
to this
interview.
world and not only
But I'll be
experiencing
uploading
it
the VOD.
because he
I think my
wants,
internet dipped, so I have
but
to do a little editing.
he's
But
actually
I do
forced to
have
be
some
there,
other
and then
material
he
that I
develops,
can give us
and
a
then he
deeper
also understands
close,
that he has
a
to
deeper dive
save
slash
the
closer
information
look at.
and bring that back to
So
the future,
right now we're
and
in the
all
Q
the
and A section.
mechanics around that is, I think we have done a really good job on actually taking biblical events and making them into interesting and fascinating game mechanics.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, and then there's the second question: how do you filter your feedback? How do you choose what to ignore, and what feedback do you take seriously?
I mean,
They take none of us
the things
seriously.
that everybody says is
I'm just
something
joking.
you
They
should
do.
probably
They
listen
love
to.
us.
Like, for example, will the game come on Xbox? so that we have already listened to, and the game will
Sure.
come to Xbox. That was the single most asked question in social media for 2 years. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Easter eggs is also very much asked about, and we want to do that. But I mean, a lot of ideas are super cheap. Everybody can come up with an idea. The challenging part is to make that idea
Yeah,
into something that works in
exactly.
the context of the game. So it could be something that can sound like a good idea, and the good feedback might not fit into the overall. So we have great designers that are working on making the thing as a cohesive experience. So yeah, and we are super serious about feedback because we believe that the user is right. So we do play tests where we actually like bring in feedback and evaluate what we did, and so on.
Okay. Bananas and Hannah, you had a few questions here. I want to give you time if those haven't already been addressed for you to ask those.
Okay.
We're coming close to the end, Arv.
No
Yeah.
worries. This is very fun.
So, it's already been answered about PC and console. So, for Steam players, is it going to be mouse and key and then the option for controller?
Yeah, mouse and key and controller. Yeah,
Okay.
both
Yo, why am I
Do you
here?
Steam and
Why am I
console.
here? How are you
Okay.
today? Nice to
Do you
meet you,
have an
Amada
estimated
Estrella.
time of
Gran Turismo
how
7. Very
long it would take
cool.
to 100% the game?
We're talking about Gate Zero, which is
Yes,
a video game that's in
between
development
10
right now, and we're
and 20
interviewing the
hours, I
developers
would
right now.
say.
So I'm really
I
excited.
cannot be more accurate than that right now, but in that realm,
Okay.
plus
So,
maybe plus additional content.
okay. So, with the time machine broken so that Max can't travel back to the future, how is he still able to communicate with his cousin?
Yeah, he has technology that is time travel technology that still works, but the time travel machine itself is broken.
Okay. So you said that Unify themselves can't go into the past, but
Yeah.
Max managed to get a time machine to get himself into the past, and
You
have
should check out this
the
game.
Time Wolves.
Yeah.
How can Unify not go back into the past, but Max could?
I mean, that is a bigger narrative question that kind of reveals some of the
No
say, like,
spoilers.
plot things,
Storyline.
Storyline. But there are some. I mean, Max's family has been involved in the
Why am I here?
development of
No,
time
well, a
travel
little bit, kind of,
technology.
sort
So
of, but it's more sincere
his
and less
family is
comedy.
kind of very into that and has
Or
been
I
like.
shouldn't say
So he
sincere.
steals it
It's
from his
more
dad.
it's more
Yeah,
serious
kind
of a
not
tone. There's
steals
not
it,
a
but
lot
it's
of comedy.
part
Like
of
there's
their
some, but the
family
tone of the game
thing,
is more serious than it is
which
comedic versus
Unify
Okay.
has
Back to the Future
interest in, but it's not.
weighs more in
They're
on the
not that far
comedy
yet.
than it does seriousness.
Okay. And I know you said that you can't give like an exact date of release, but do you have like an estimated timeline of how much longer it would be before it's available to the public?
I can say that everyone on this, every streamer here will get information about when we actually release a date or like have a date ready. But right now I cannot say anything. I'm sorry about that.
Yo,
Celebrate, celebrate,
Monkey,
celebrate.
how are you, hon? Welcome in. I know it's his first time chat, but like, hello.
Yeah. Thank you
I
so
just
much.
have one comment. Does anybody think that Max kind of looks like Arv? Just saying.
Self-insert.
He kind of
That's
reminds me
funny.
of what I think David would look like, a little bit, like young David.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
He's
I nominate
17.
Aki for Goliath.
That's a running joke. I'm tall, Arv. That's why I'm 6'3", so
Yeah.
everybody's.
Oh dang!
It's funny.
He
You're
a
welcome
he
to
a
Oh.
great
scan for
oak.
the game.
There we go. Hey, listen. You need any of that? Let me know. I like this question from Amanda Souza. Is there going to be a skill tree for the main character?
Yes, it will be.
Oh, that's awesome. Very, very cool.
David was
and
Fincher.
then, do you have any ideas? Like, what are you guys targeting for game price? It might be way too early to ask that question, but
I would
I
feel
can
better if
say
it was
premium
60.
price, but more details than that, I don't know yet, unfortunately.
Sure. Totally fair. Totally fair.
Poor Aki getting roasted.
And then I
100.
have one question from my chat.
He brought it on
Do
himself,
you,
bro.
do you have a list of voice talent? Like, is there anybody really cool in the game that we can be excited about, or is that something you guys are keeping close
That's a
to the
great
chest still?
question.
We're keeping that close for now, but
Totally fair.
you will definitely hear about it in the future. Yeah.
To that
Awesome.
question, would there be potential to meet the cast since we're doing a developer talk like this? Would it be like, and I guess this is a conversation for Reach and Bible X. Like, would there be an opportunity to do a Q&A as well with the cast, as that's a
Oh
popular
yeah,
thing for conventions to do?
Yeah.
definitely. That would
So
be a
basically, are you coming
possible
to
in the future.
Reach?
That would be cool.
They were at
Yeah,
Reach
I mean,
last year.
I
Side
cannot
eye?
promise that right now, but I mean, it will be a cool thing to do, definitely.
Awesome. Okay, here is I have a couple questions as we're approaching kind of the end of the time here. So the number one question that I want to ask is for us as streamers, as content creators, as people who have influence in our communities, what is the number one thing that we can be doing to help you at this point?
Spreading the word.
Sure. Wishlist on
To
Steam, so on and so
wishlist on
forth.
Steam. Yeah, wishlist on Steam, spreading the word, making people aware of the game, and yeah, that is the single most important thing to do. And we also have a Discord server, and we have social media. And the more we can, I mean, we have a lot of followers already, even before we have released anything, as I said at the start. But the more we can show people that this is something that people really look forward to, then I mean, success drives success. So the
Yeah.
more success we can have in the numbers on social media and wishlist on Steam, the better. So
I think
Awesome.
this interview
depends.
has sold this game to a lot of new people in chats today.
Which is
Absolutely.
That's good to
fantastic.
hear.
Yeah, I think that's
Exactly.
yes, yes.
My chat's like all excited for it now.
Right?
As
Take
we
my money
Same
already.
here.
as we
Yeah.
close our time today, what can we be praying for you and the team for?
I mean, we definitely need the help to solve real hard design questions, and also have the blessings and help to get the right people to work on the project. We have a few open roles. We need more people, a lot of skilled people. So, and yeah, basically in general, pray for the people working on this that they can be humble and work hard.
That's awesome. Comments, questions, concerns?
Someone asked if, and I mean, you told us one thing, but they said, will we be able to witness or take part in communion at the Last Supper?
That would be in a later game. It will not be in the first release. But that's an interesting idea, I would say. We had that part in the demo we made a few years back. Then that section was more of a cutscene. But if it will be actual gameplay connected to that, that's could be a fun, or not fun, but more serious Easter egg maybe.
I imagine that would function like in Kingdom Hearts 3, where you're trying to crack the egg into the dish when you're baking with Remy. Like, there's a function where on your PS4 controller, you have to. I know on PS5 controllers they have haptic feedback, but you have to, like, actually masterfully use your controller. So that could be a really fun, like, what is it? Inclusion for haptic feedback on, like, controller users to, like, break the bread and then sip the juice or
Definitely.
wine.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Cool idea.
Very
Yeah.
immersive.
Very immersive. I agree.
So
That's
you
awesome.
mentioned earlier that you guys have raised $6 million already, and then you also mentioned for a few ideas, like it depends on resources. Do you guys
Yep.
have a financial target of like, if we had X amount of dollars, we could make everything we've ever dreamed impossible? And if you're comfortable, what is that
Yo,
number?
Zephyr, thank you so much
Yeah,
for the
I
follow. Welcome
unfortunately I
into the
cannot
Blossom
share
Grove.
that
I'm
here
out of
right
Estrella.
now.
It's a pleasure to meet you. We're currently interviewing the game
We might
developers for
share
Gate
more
Zero,
information about in
and
the
it's a
future
really
when
exciting
we
faith-based
have
video game
sorted
that's
out there.
coming
I
out
mean,
eventually. It's
we
still
are
pretty
in
early, So
some, I mean, we have a publisher,
we're
and
just
there
getting
has
all
been
of
a
our
lot of
Q&As right now, but we're almost
updates
done with the
and
Q&A. But also be
moves
live.
in the right
So if
direction
you got
the
anything you
recent
missed,
6
I
months,
will do my best to
which
catch you
is
up.
a publisher which you Templar Media that you probably heard about, and there's also more things happening on that, and so we will share something around that in the near future.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Arv, if you don't mind, I would love to close our time together in prayer.
Yeah.
And then Susie, if you wouldn't mind leading us, brother, I would really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, sure thing, man. Want to pray now?
Yeah, I mean, unless anybody
Like,
else,
right
last
now.
call.
Yo, Dino, welcome in, hon.
All right,
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's
genuinely,
been
Arv.
really, really cool. I'm so excited about this game.
You and Eunice and Andy and just the whole team, thank you guys for making the time to be here with us today. I don't,
my pleasure.
I don't take it for granted. It's just a really, really, really neat opportunity to sit and have this chat. So
This is a
yeah,
I
Susie.
really appreciate
dream
all of your
come
questions
true.
and great feedback, because it's amazing. It's hard to make a game, but talking to you guys is actually really encouraging.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank
there was
you.
one last question I didn't ask. I apologize. Warrior of Light is reminding me. In the original game demo, there was a moment where we could have the audiences interact, with the smartphone and everything. Is there a
Yeah.
plan to have a feature like that in the release of the full game?
There is a plan, yes, but that part is also
That's
dependent
so
on
cool. The fact that they even have it in
resource,
the
boring
burner, like on the
question,
stove to
or
cook.
boring
That's
message
cool.
I had.
Absolutely.
Incredible foresight.
Absolutely. Yeah, Susie, if you don't mind, I'd love it if you close us out, brother.
Yeah, let's pray together. God, first and foremost, thank you for the innovation and the creativity you have given this incredible team. God, what a beautiful way to spread truth in the gospel in a world that wants to shy away from it and turn it down. First and foremost, Lord, I pray for their team. I pray for just like Arve said just a few minutes ago, just a resurgence of encouragement, hope. God, I pray for new ideas. They talked about, just the difficulty of navigating problem solving. God, I pray that you would just help them to tune into the wisdom of the Holy Spirit, help them navigate all the incredible challenges of making a video game of this caliber. God, I pray for wisdom, creativity. I pray for joy. I pray that as they continue to study your word and make a game around it, that it would be life transforming for them. And Holy Spirit, I just pray for just an outpouring of your provision. God, I pray even right now, already beginning to put on the hearts of donors and other people that need to be a part of financially supporting this game. I pray for us as Christian content creators and all the Christians who are listening. God, maybe join in the mission. This is more than a video game. It is the advancement of the gospel.
Yes.
And so I pray, Lord, that you would just use us as the body of Christ to push this mission forward so we can see people who would maybe never walk into a church and maybe never pick up a physical Bible, but they would play this game and they can experience the life-transforming power of Jesus. So, God, I pray favor,
Amen,
I pray
Lord.
for provision, and I pray blessing, and I pray you would continue to use this team to do your work, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That prayer was powerful, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you to all of the chats. Thank you to everybody involved. And again, if you guys aren't already following Gate Zero on all of the social media places, please do so. You can get with your creators for links. Like Arby said, there's a Discord and much more to come. So thank you guys so much for taking your time to be here today. And we're excited.
Thank you all. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
God
guys.
bless y'all.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. That was pretty cool, huh? Oh my gosh, I'm so jazzed. Oh. Okay, so I'm still technically sharing chat with the others. So, hold on one sec. No, I know, we're still streaming. I'm still gonna go on until, for another couple minutes. I've got a couple more minutes. Yo, thank you so much! I got like 20 minutes, or so. All right, hold on. We're gonna hop into a VC. Like everybody left the feedback chat. Hold on.
They don't think I know a buttload
All right.
about the gospel, but I do.
There we go.
Meow meow. Meow meow.
I'm sure you guys can unmute though.
I totally knew I was muted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh
Yo,
my gosh,
Kylie,
I was
thank you so much
muted.
for the follow.
100%,
Welcome in.
100% a thing I purposely did.
My name is Aristerea. Welcome to my little corner of the internet called the Blossom Grove. It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, I didn't think I could be more excited for a game.
No,
Apparently
for
that's
real.
false.
Same.
Y'all, we got to debrief.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I gotta go to my just chatting. Oh my god, I'm literally
but-
beside myself. I was like, bro, in what
So-
reality did
Yeah.
God perceive that we would be able to witness such a cool project? You know what I mean?
Like,
Hi.
We gotta debrief, girl. We gotta debrief.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
Like, tell me
uh,
about it.
who had
That-
Christian Assassin's Creed and dev interview on their 2025 bingo card?
Honestly,
Yeah, I definitely
For
didn't.
sure not me.
not
When
me.
I
Like,
saw
that's on my 2027 bingo card for sure.
Yeah, right. I got so
Maybe
excited when I saw
2035.
that.
Well, I hope it comes out sooner than 2035 because they're
I was
pretty
saying, if
far
this game
in.
doesn't-
Yeah.
If this game comes out
Yeah,
in
but
2035, I will riot.
seeing it in 2025, I didn't expect that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Oh my gosh. Also,
Mama Dino!
Mama Dino.
Thank you so much for the raid, mamas!
Wow.
You don't want to hang out and debrief real quick?
I was
Come
weird when I first
on!
joined
That's
in.
all
I
good.
was
Thank you for
so
raiding.
embarrassed
I
when joined into
appreciate
the
it.
call
Welcome in,
because I
raiders.
woke up, like,
I'm
20
Aristerea.
minutes
If you haven't
before we were
already
supposed
met
to start
me,
stream.
I love you.
Oh,
Mama
no.
of Three Dinos is my Pookie.
Is
I
that
love her
your,
so
your
much, and
joins
she's
now?
the best.
Yes, that is my Discord walk on.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
I
mine's
was
the
kind of
Nacho Libre
dying.
one. Wait, hold on. Here, I'll come back in.
All right, bye.
They don't think I know a buttload of crap about the gospel, but I do.
But I do. Everyone goes, but I do after it's over.
Very fitting. Very fitting.
Yeah.
No, this is mine.
Meow meow. Yes, I remember.
I love that.
That poor person was introducing themselves, and then like you just joined. It was so funny.
That was no good time for me to join. I just gotta do it.
That was hilarious. I loved it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so everybody give me like 2 points that really stuck out to you during this interview.
I really liked
It's
how.
so freaking gorgeous.
Yes, it is very, very gorgeous. I really like how humble and like open the like dev team is. I think they're.
Thank you, Kenton. And he gave really clear, concise answers and was very respectful of the things that are considered non-disclosure, because I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's true.
they've heard so much of the same feedback that we were able to prescribe during this event, and I think it makes so much sense. Yeah, I think it makes so much sense to be like, yeah, I can't confirm nor deny, or I can't say yes, but we're dreaming. Like that kind of language gives me a lot of hope that they are seriously taking in like the gravity of how big this game could really be.
I also love
yeah,
that they're so
definitely.
passionate about this and so
I
in
mean,
detailed
Yeah.
in every single thing they're doing.
Like you literally feel the
Excited.
love oozing.
Yes.
I feel really relieved that they're trying their hardest to like keep things biblically accurate.
Yes.
You know, they still have to take some like leisure in some places, but you know, in the most important parts, they're making sure it's biblically accurate. And I feel like they're meshing the future storyline and then the past, like the biblical storyline, really well. I think
Mhm.
that's really cool.
And it's like, where do you even conceptualize that kind of application of what we're really seeing in today's world, where you see a lot of these larger corporate bodies trying to wash away the gospel by filtering out what suits their agenda, you know? And so,
or even painting Christianity or like the church to be the bad guys. I feel like that's a very common trend.
yeah. And what a way to address that. But like be respectful and so hopeful and loving and encouraging.
Thank you for the follow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
I got so excited when like Jesus showed up. I was like,
I know!
Is that Jesus? Is that? I was freaking out. It was
Raise
like,
your
oh my
hand
gosh,
if you
this-
started to tear up.
Oh, only a little
Oh my
bit.
gosh, and the concept art.
Man.
Oh,
The
that
concept
concept art.
art.
Concept art was
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Absolutely
I love the
stunning.
last two especially.
Second, it was like, is that
And
a
the
real
river.
picture?
Nah, they flew to Israel to take that screenshot.
We need
know.
like a cooking
That's not
mini game
concept art.
with John the Baptist where we like cook locusts and like
and like
get
cultivate our
the-
own
get
honey.
the
That'd be
from
so
the-
sick.
Yeah. We had to like make sure not to get stung by the bees.
It's like a bunch of like quick time. It's like a bunch of cooking
Yeah.
quick time events.
Cooking quick time events stress me out. I want in.
I want it so bad.
I need peak gaming content from this game.
It's like, oh,
Oh
you,
my gosh,
you,
I cannot wait. I'm so
It's
hyped.
like, oh, you put too much fuel in this fire. You just singed your eyebrows, or oh, you just, you put too much salt. Now this is gonna take away your health.
Bro, you have a 10%
Tastes
health
like their
debuff.
Dead Sea.
Yes, what? You covered these locusts in too much honey. Now you're gonna feel sick for the rest of the day.
Oh no.
You drank too much milk. Now you're lactose intolerant.
I like how
Not
when we
even the
asked
past
about,
can fix that.
about the fishing and like petting or like befriending animals. I like how he kind of didn't. He kind of hinted that there's like a possibility of that happening, but then he didn't give anything away, which I think is
Like
kind
a
of cool.
secret achievement.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm
And-
excited
and-
for all the Easter eggs.
I hope that he saw the VeggieTale Easter egg question that somebody put.
Wait, there was. Oh,
Oh my gosh, is there a VeggieTales Easter egg?
No,
Yeah, it's
somebody
somewhere in
asked
there.
that.
I lost it. I don't know where it went.
It was in
Oh
the
my
text
gosh.
chat.
Is it
Yeah.
the chocolate bunny?
The bunny, the bunny. Oh, I love the bunny.
I need
No,
to
I-
like
I
go
think
to a
the
stall. Oh, sorry. Like let's say you're going up to a food stall and they have tomatoes and cucumbers. If you get close enough, you hear the merchant singing the VeggieTales opening. That'd
God
be
made
so
you
cool.
special, and he loves you very much.
There's just they instead of doing those, they just have like a boat with just a bunch of people sitting around doing nothing on it.
Oh, dude, that'd be so cool. I would love to see if there's a swimming feature. Like if you can go actually swim in the Sea of Galilee.
I should have
That'd be-
thought about that because
I
if
know.
You think about like if you think about like 90% of video games that have water in them, if you go in the water, you die.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to drown. I want to swim. Also, I forgot
Do
to
we get
ask
to
the
walk on
baptism
water with
question.
Jesus?
Who asked the baptism question? Because I forgot to ask that. I mentioned it like, oh, it would be really cool to get dipped in the water, like to be baptized. And that's where he went on to like the dev saying that the storyline for Max is linear, but there's no like hard end. But he does grow in faith and see and realizes why scripture is important in modern day. We're 2037 or 2075 or whatever. So I'll go swimming in the Dead Sea like a real Chad.
Imagine
That's
if there's a
hilarious.
Christian racing game, is what Chad says.
Oh yeah, imagine if there's a Christian racing game. That would be their next project. After they do all the expansion
Yeah.
passes and give us everything for Gate Zero, they're gonna do Gate Zero Racing, and it's just DLC where you race with the disciples.
Yeah, there could be like a DLC where you just race like with donkeys and horses
Oh, dude, I'd be so down.
or camels.
Masamuse, biblical Masamuse.
You try to outrun John and Peter.
That would be so. That would honestly, they could even patch that in now. That'd be a really cool thing to do.
True.
I
like
wish
outrun
I.
the Romans even.
They did say there's gonna be multiple games. It's not just gonna be this one game for Jesus' story. It's gonna be like
That is true. I did pick up on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I also
multiple
did as
games
well.
for the story of Jesus.
I really hope it's super successful so they make more DLCs and more games.
Yeah, I would throw all my money at them if I
Jesus
could.
running on the water. Oh my gosh! If we get to run on the water and beat Jesus to the disciples.
Come
No,
on.
we would like think we won. We get there and be like, oh, we beat him, and then we turn around and Jesus would just be standing there.
Like Jesus, oh my gosh, kind of like the feature where people were saying like if we try to interact with Jesus, it like affects the player. Like let's say we beat them in a race and we get to Jesus first, it like psychs us out and we're at the beginning of the race because we were never meant to race it.
That's funny.
That would be
Right?
funny.
Oh, I would be so tripped out. That would be fun. But there's like so much potential and there's such a great natural need for more content in this game, like that is worth being excited for and worth being
Yeah, that's
excited
true.
to potentially see. And again, like this game is so far off from being ready, but it's definitely made leaps and bounds from when I first realized it and added it to my Steam
Mhm.
wish list.
Yeah, me too. Because it's been a few years. It's crazy. I kind of want to see like a cutscene, like an event where like the Romans like make you like walk a mile, and then like Jesus like walk an extra mile, and they
Walk
like,
a
walk
mile
an
in
extra
these
mile.
Louboutin.
Yeah.
I would love to. I hope they implement an achievement system where they put the little Easter eggs as the achievements as well as just general gameplay achievements. Like little things you do, just people like putzing around and goofing around.
There needs to be like a fruits of the spirit achievement for if you like exhibited the fruits of the spirit or something. I don't know.
Right?
I need to.
With some spiritual warfare.
Yes!
There's a. Yeah.
And like the pocket dimensions, that would be a perfect place to witness it. What were you gonna say, Saber?
There is it's a new company. It's a Christian energy drink company, called Agape Energy.
Ooh, link them.
And one of their
You ate a fig.
one of their they just put a story on their Instagram, and it's they were asking to do flavors, and one of them was one of the flavor votes was fruit of the spirit for their mixed berry flavor energy drink.
That's iconic.
I love that.
I
That's
think
so good.
Fruit of the Spirit would be a better like fruit punch flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's true.
That'd be so cool.
All right, so how many people added this game to their Steam wish lists while we were streaming?
Oh, I've had it on my
Days
wish
ago.
list.
I did it days ago.
Yeah, I had it.
wanted it for like a year at least.
I think I'm
So-
creeping on the 1.5 year mark for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been in there. It's been in there for a few months for me, because we talked about it on the Save Games podcast.
Oh, you did? Nice. Ooh,
The
imagine.
flavor
It has
name-
so much content. It's true.
Yeah.
The flavor names that were voted for are Prince of Peach,
My God.
Mighty Mango, and Fruit of the Spirit.
Fruit of the
Mighty
Spirit.
Mango,
So
sign
good.
me up.
That's so good. Man, I don't even like energy drinks, but sign me up.
I'll chug it.
Did you drop the link? Did you drop the link?
I'm about to.
Yes.
Bet.
Are we all gonna apply to be like partnered influencers for the energy drink?
I will drop my rogue affiliate.
I will drop Advanced GG.
I don't even have
would
it.
drop
I
my
would
rogue
sign on
affiliate.
if they had
Sign
that as an
us up.
option.
Sign us up. All right,
They've
I'll
got
email their
a,
PR
they've got a
team.
pre-order right. They've got a pre-order right now for a 12-pack of their 3 flavors.
Ooh.
Okay.
With temporary flavor names.
Oh, so it's not gonna be like a powder drink mix?
No, it's like
No,
a
it's gonna
Red
be
Bull
like a-
type form.
Yeah, it's just a it's a legit canned drink.
Let's see. We started this brand with
Moses
one mission.
Mango. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, share the story of Christ. We started this brand with one mission to share the gospel of Jesus Christ in everything we do. Every can is more than just an energy drink. It's a reminder of God's promises and the power of faith. Our goal is simple: fuel the body, lift the spirit, and spread his word to the world. Oh my gosh!
Can we get
Sign
the
me
link for
up.
that? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna send that
Yeah,
in my chat.
it's in our VC chat.
Thank you.
You
Here,
can
guys, if you wanna check it
pre-order.
out.
Pre-ordering is $30.
And that's for a 12-pack.
Yeah, and it's Moses Mango, Blessed Berry, and Rainbow Revival.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh my god.
Period. I hope that they
Yeah,
make
they're like-
more. I hope that this
what's
company.
the ingredient list?
I don't know.
That's
what
what
I'm
I've been
looking
trying
for.
to find.
Maybe it's just
Oh,
water
I
in a
love that
fancy
they have
can.
Bible verses on it. That's so cool.
They do have the Bible verses, yeah.
Apparently, it's 16 fluid ounces and it's 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Well, it's an energy drink. It's supposed to be
Well, yeah.
saturated, yeah.
We
But-
need that Jesus wine flavor water to wine.
That's hilarious. That would be so funny. Like I would spend so much money if they did that. Let's see,
I'm
catalog.
kind of cracked up over the Moses man go because it's like let my man go.
That's iconic. I didn't catch that.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here's something that they posted a couple days ago about their ingredients, because apparently they've gotten a lot of questions about it.
Yeah, rightfully so.
It says, we are still in pre-production. We launched this pre-sale to request of many of you that wanted to pre-order and support. We'll be working on designs and ingredients for the drinks in coming weeks. We want this to be a clean drink, but I can't with 100% accuracy tell you what those ingredients are going to be for certain. It'll probably be in your best interest to wait until we have official nutrition labels. With that being said, we'll be opening a broadcast channel where anyone can join and become a decision maker for this brand. You'll have input on designs, features, flavors, names, ingredients, caffeine levels, and any other decisions needed for the brand to move forward.
Okay. Well, I will keep my eyes open for it.
Do they have any social media? Because it's hard
Yeah, I
to
wanna
find it
know
on
as
their
well.
website.
Yeah, they've got an Instagram. Let me see if I can share it.
Yeah, if you can link the Instagram, because it's not linked anywhere on their website, which I think is a bad idea. Get it together. To be fair,
'Cause I
Moses
only
was
found
heavy
out about
tongued, so
them
it probably
through,
sounded like he said mango. That's funny.
I was reading that too. That's so funny.
No, Crowley is the
that's
friend of mine who lives in Israel.
That's my
that
selling
asked-
point.
That's my selling point. What percentage of the drink is holy water?
What percentage of the drink is
That's, you know, I need something that's not that liquid death. I need like liquid life, rushing water or something like that. Like, I don't want to drink.
There needs to be a
better
flavor
brand
called
name.
living water.
Exactly. I want living water. Give it to me now.
Alright, I dropped the link for the Instagram.
Oh, you're a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll follow them.
Oh,
Too bad they don't
I mean-
have a Twitter though.
They're at 38. They're almost at 40,000 followers. So
Oh wow.
Oh.
So they might actually release something. It's not just a concept.
There is another energy drink called Yahweh.
Ooh, link
Oh.
it.
ooh,
Give it to. And if they made these drinks kosher, that'd be great.
Yeah.
here, I'll throw that Instagram
Oh,
link in there too.
Kylie, thank you for the follow.
Thank you. Encarnación.
Imagine how much they would charge for living water. People would sell their homes.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna cut off at 2. Who here is still going?
I'm gonna go for a little longer just to show chat like their website. I want to talk about Reach a little bit and talk about a few other things. So I might pop out of the call here in a few minutes.
Okay, so because I'm gonna wind down because I'm picking back up in the evening to do Jemmy's thing.
Me too.
Well,
yeah,
you're
for
doing.
Jackbox.
You got Jackbox.
Yeah.
Fall Guys is Fall Guys is
Aw.
I missed out on. I'll be there for Jackbox, but I'll be in chat. I won't be able to join VC because all the slots were filled.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm excited. Maybe maybe some slot will clear up.
Well, one can only hope. Well, either way, I just wanted to know if anyone was lingering so I could raid.
I'm still lingering.
Yeah, I'm also lingering.
Yeah, we'll raid
so-
Saber.
Yeah.
All right, I shall raid somebody. All right, y'all. It was fun. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, everyone.
God bless you.
Later.
All right, chat. Are you excited? Cause I'm excited. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. It's 2 o'clock, and we're right on schedule. So, yeah, hang out at Saber's chat or any of the other streamers that joined us today in this whole Reach conference event. Before I go, I'm just gonna do a little spiel. If you haven't already heard about Reach Conference, it's a Christian content creators conference that's hosted in Florida during the November 6th through November 8th, and yours truly will be there. And I've got a couple things up my sleeve that I think you guys will love, but we'll get there when we talk about exclusive things when I pop back on being live tonight. So keep an eye out on all my socials. You can find me at these places. And with that being said, oh, I'm still shared chat. Ooh. Leave collab, my bad. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, check me out on all the socials, all the places. If those links are bad, my links are better in my bio / my panels. Keep in touch, and definitely join the Discord. I keep that place updated the most, as well as Twitter. I keep that place updated the most. I am online on Instagram often, but I don't post often. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. But yeah, keep in touch. I love to see you guys, and you are blessed, highly favored, and profoundly loved. And God bless you. And let's go ahead and set up a raid for Saber. I haven't raided him in forever, but I haven't raided a Kamira either. Let's raid Saber. Saber. Hold on. Hello? Oh, it's NYT. There's no X. There we go. All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the flip side. See you later tonight, y'all.